Hey friends, Tux here. For this particular video is by request of some raw footage of Miami SuperCon. Now, I was even debating if we were going to go to this con. I did have a little beef with them where in previous years I would get free media passes for the event, much like I get from other events. And this year they did not want to give me a media pass. So yeah, I wasn't real happy about that. So we were debating if we were going to go or not. Ended up going just for the heck of it, but it was real disorganized. And this is an honest review, guys. They're not like paying me to say anything special, so you can totally count on the information here as being solid. But it's at the new venue, which is the Port of Fort Lauderdale, and lots of confusion like going in. Now there was some cool stuff, you know, some cool vendor booths and stuff, and again I was trying to reduce a little bit what I was buying because in protest to a certain degree, but I do like to support the vendors and stuff, so I did buy a couple items. There's a cool Amiibo here I did not have. I did not buy it, but it was pretty cool. I was quite tempted. I kept kind of going back to it and stuff. But some pretty cool stuff, lots of little drawings and things. Now look at this bathtub thing here. There's some weird vendors. That was for fixing your bathtub. Like, why do you have that at a anime con or any kind of comic con or anything? That just does not make sense. Cool prints here, definitely digging these prints. Lots of cool stuff, lots of cool artwork things. I always like the vendor of the artwork type stuff. Here we have some masks, some graphic novels, lots of that going around. Some of the prices were a little bit high. There's some people doing some artwork. That's some weird photo ops, like this right here. There's like a thing for CW and this crazy thing here. I don't even know what this is, but you can stand there and get your photo taken, I think, for free. There's hats here, lots of hat vendors this year, more than usual. I'm not quite sure why. I wouldn't buy a hat. I don't really wear hats, but they had some fun ones, I have to admit, and they had some good variety to it. So kudos to the vendors, of course. Now here's more things going on with like artwork type stuff going on. People doing prints. You can see they're stamping things. More vendors to the side. They had, like, let's see here, Pops. Pops were a big thing this year, and a lot of the vendors had like older Pops. So I don't know if the Pop craze is dying down just a little bit, but a lot of vendors had Pops on sale, like older Pops, slightly older Pops for like 6 for $30, which means they're like $5 each, or like $7 each for certain ones. Some cool collector things like Monopoly Pokemon, but the price is really high, so you have to watch out buying this type of thing. Look at these Star Wars figures, like $95, $400, or best offers for C-3PO. That's crazy. And I love these cute little cases. They're really cute, but they were all like iPhone. They didn't have any like modern phones like Samsung Galaxy 8 Plus or anything. They were all like older iPhones or whatever, and really not Samsung, so very disappointing. Star Wars figures, they had some cool old figures, some cool new figures, pretty good stuff, but none of them were like the the classic ones. Lots and lots of fidget spinners. Fidget spinners were obviously a focal point this year. Lots of different variety to them. A lot of them were pretty cheap as a whole. Maybe a sign that fidget spinners are starting to die down just a little bit. More Pops here. Again, deals on Pops. Like, look at this. Sorry for the blurry camera, guys. It was like $7 for a lot of these, which is a little cheap, you know. Now, they had some cool figures and things as usual, but as usual, we really have to watch out because I could definitely spot some of these being fake, okay? So just, buyer beware when you buy anime cons. A, the price might not be legit, and B, it could be a fake. So just, proceed with caution. Look at it before you buy it, I guess, and make a good judgment call for yourself. Another thing here that was kind of unique was actually this BattleBot thing where you could actually, I guess, build a robot. There was like very poor help with this. There was like no one saying what this was about, like if you could build your own robot, or you paid to build a robot, or you paid to fight a robot, or what, but it was kind of an interesting concept anyway. More like photo op things here, lots of Star Wars. This is like the local Florida 451 or whatever they call their group. I'm sorry if you're part of it. Great costumes, mad props to you guys. They have this great R2-D2. Look at this R2-D2 here. Really crazy cool R2-D2. Lots of great costumes. Very, very legit. It's awesome seeing them there. Hopefully those guys at least got in for free. I cannot imagine the greed not letting them in for free. Continuing on here, like a lot of little eateries. Over here, some more things with R2-D2. That was kind of like probably the coolest thing I've seen, was this really functional, great R2-D2 at the con. So he was driving that around. People were following it around. Lots of stormtroopers, different things. So it was pretty cool. But that was a really, really great R2-D2 rather, R2-D2. Some cool like homemade art things, cool little hats, Pokemon hats, all sorts of neat stuff. Cute little knit items, lots of good stuff. Little Pikachu things, you could color your own Pikachu mask and wear it, I guess, which is kind of fun. Cool little skirts you could buy, I guess. My Little Pony there was pretty cool. Let's see what else. Lots of course, swords. This seemed like kind of the average assortment of swords. Like maybe they had less than usual. I'm not sure. I mean, a lot of them were the same old ones they had for the last 3 years. Prices might have went down a little bit, maybe because it is the same old swords they had for the last 3 years. But I'm hoping they come up with some cool new ones. I think, again, the variety wasn't quite as good as it was in some past years. it was a smaller booth too for them than usual, I believe. Pokemon, lots of Pokemon plushies, but again, you have to be really, really careful. Almost all these Pokemon plushies were fakes, okay? They were not legit Pokemon. They were like slightly weird versions. Lots of cool blind boxes. These are legit. Some of them you have to be careful because they could be open. Lots of cool wallets and things. These all seem legit. Cool artwork to them. I like that little Muku there, really cute. Lots and lots of good stuff in this department. Going through the Pokemon like figures, a lot of these were fake. These are like ones you can buy on eBay, like 100 for $5 or something. Like hard plastic, paint jobs aren't quite right. But it's kind of fun to fish through them and try and find that one lucky Pokemon you like or something. But a lot of them were a little bit weird because they were like, you could tell just even feeling them. They felt like they were made of like super recycled plastic or something, or they just didn't feel very legit at all. And they were definitely not legit. Continuing on here, cool Overwatch figures. I really like these figures a lot. They had a nice little Diva. I don't know if these are legit either. Didn't really see official Blizzard seals on them. Video game stuff, they had some cool video games, and these were all like real copies of used games, in some cases new games. The prices were a little bit high in some, like Persona there is pretty cool. They have Persona 2, so, and these were like in box, $55, kind of high price, but for a nice copy in a box, I wouldn't say that was really outrageous. A lot of the video games are the N64 games, you can see the prices range from like $35 to $80. $35 is pretty good, 80 is a little bit high. There's Bomberman, looked kind of cool. Continuing on, like lots of games like 3DS games, older like Game Boy Advance games, things like that. And the prices vary, and the prices were pretty good as a whole, I think. Some have been like ranging on a little bit high, but all in all, not bad, for used games. I wish I would have had some kind of quantity discounts, perhaps. Lots of good N64 here too, like several vendors with this type of thing. You could fish through and find your favorite Super NES game. Lots of good classic ones like F-Zero, R-Type. R-Type for $15 is like a very common game, but it's one of my favorites actually, so it was pretty tempting to buy that, but I have it on a few too many systems already. More little figures here. There's like little, like let's see what, Hirori Suzumiya one, so I got tongue-tied there. Lots and lots of cool stuff. Sword Art Online, I see, like lots of cool stuff. Again, just be careful because look at all those white stands. Those white stands are probably fakes, guys. This is a kind of a cool booth. They made these like little tables, like this Super NES table and this like Genesis table. They were like $1,300, kind of pricey but cool. This booth was kind of interesting. They had like rubber swords, and this like little knife was real. It was metal, but it was not sharpened or anything. So it felt kind of weird, but we didn't end up buying one of those rubber swords. Apparently they can break through a concrete brick, but I don't really see that happening. Little rubber guns even, like fun little like cosplay props and stuff. So pretty cool, there's the thing of cutting through a cinder block. I don't know if you can take a rubber sword and smash it through a cinder block or not. Like some of these things, these are like toys from machines, like crane games and stuff, really cute. I like that one a lot. The guy went into great detail about how hard they were to get. Alright guys, I want to thank you very much for watching this video. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.